Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, and today is a friendly reminder for Prometheus that it does have...
Keep an eye out while you're busy.
Okay, thanks Mia, is that we do have this gift called Eternal Blade Dance, and here what this does is, the understanding is that, well, it says that an enhanced version of Blade Dance increases attack power when you dodge enemy attacks. What does that even mean? It means, does it mean all the time I'm getting enhanced power? Is it always active? No. Eternal Blade Dance only is active when Blade Dance is active and you dodge an enemy's attack. So the only time that it's super beneficial is when you have White Mia along for the ride, essentially, and you have a lot of time to dodge and attack. So this is a very dodge attack type of playstyle, where you dodge once, attack twice, dodge once, attack twice, or something like that. However, a lot of times it gets lost in translation that one-handed swords are really good, and the idea is that most of the time, as you see the numbers here, and you'll see how many minuses and how many pluses there are between the Black Bayonet and the one-handed swords. So that one's less, this one's less, Hanabakuro is less, the Enduring Crimson is less, the Machete is more, 54 damage more, Argent Wolf Blade less, the Blazing Claw, let's see, do I have a plus 10? Yeah, less, and Sunset Sword is less, Executioner is way less, the Black Saber, even fortified, is way less, and the Crimson Longsword is much less. So as you can see here, like, it really doesn't matter which blade you go for, you're always going to be considerably less than the counterparts. However, the bayonet, the Black Bayonet here, makes for a fantastic way to substitute your damage values because of the fact that you are able to because you're able to actually increase the damage for one-handed type play, even with just a bayonet instead of an actual actual one-handed sword. So as we get into the fight here, we want all of our stamina, and then we will dodge in and out with Mido, and we will just have to play well. This is one of those where we will want to just play as good as we can. Whoops, and I didn't get the parry off. Okay. Whoops. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Oops. And I just completely spaced my brain there. Okay. Okay, and you can see that we have double gift extension here, so it's excellent that we are able to get a huge amount of damage out here. Okay, and the second one. Okay. Now remember, we want to try and dodge if we can. But it doesn't look like Mido is allowing us too much time here to defend. Okay, and you can see that with the amount of time that we have on our hands here, because of the double gift extension, Blade Dance and Eternal Blade Dance are not really a great way to go about this, but you kind of forget that the Black Bayonet is kind of like a pseudo one-handed sword, and for how it's built, it's a great mechanic here to constantly be attacking Mido and dodging in and out. And this is a great way between the two of these, mixed in with a lot of stamina and dodging reduction here. You're able to really have that amount of time to be able to actually put Mido down very quickly in a relatively fast-paced, slow, kind of relaxed manner. I know it's fast and slow. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but here what you're able to do is make the most out of Blade Dance at getting a 75, no, 2 times and then a quarter of 30 seconds is, what is that? about 8 seconds, so like 68 seconds essentially that you get out of Blade Dance and Eternal Blade Dance then. And so that gives you enough time to actually build up a healthy amount of hits. And if I go back and I actually count up how many hits this was, but you can see how you can increase that damage, and the Black Bayonet is already at a very high damage value, all things considered. And if we even went for the fortified version, 1135 is crazy for a one-handed sword. That's like having the machete in the Crimson Longsword speed almost. So very nice, very healthy. As you'll notice, our I-Core recovery was not that great really at all, but the whole point is that you continually build up the damage with Blade Dance, and since he's slowed already, you can get a huge amount of hits in because you have a lot of stamina, and then you have a lot of damage that slowly builds up. So that way in phase 2 he goes down pretty simply and easily, and it's worth it to actually attack him through the phase transition, because each time you hit him you are still building up your attack power. So if you get an extra like 6 or 7 hits in during that transition, that's another 35% increase to your damage, which at this point, because this is such a high damage value, that's like another 350 damage for free essentially every single hit. And so this bayonet has a really good moveset to continuously keep you next to the enemy itself, and so it really builds up the damage quickly. And as you can see here, the Burning Disaster has a much lower damage value, but it has a 30% fire value here instead of a 20%. So, but Mido does have fire resistance, so the Black Bayonet does come out on top in the end. So anyways, thank you guys for watching here. Hopefully you enjoyed this fight with Mido to kind of show how a bayonet can play into Prometheus to kind of outshine the one-handed swords, while at the same time taking great advantage of all of the one-handed or the the physical attack buffs of Blade Dance. So anyways, thank you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow on the outskirts. Take care. It's a short one today, but that's okay. That's all we need to see, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.